Hi, happy WIP Wednesday. Hope everyone is doing well. I am wearing the Yuletide scarf by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. And I believe the pattern came out last Christmas time. Kind of set up to knit with your Advents. I don't know how many of you got Advents this year. I think I have 3 Advents. The first one came today and I got shipping notice on the second one. But yeah, last year I knit during Vlogmas. Every day I would open up my Advents, and this is the Chelsea Yarns last year's Advent, and every day I knit around until the end. I had a full scarf and I loved it so much I missed it, so I quickly cast on another one with Valentine's colors. These were from, little Valentine's boxes here and there of 20-gram skeins that I had, and I just picked and choose, and probably still mostly Chelsea Yarns because she last couple years I got her Valentine's, also Advents. But yeah, so this year I'm going to do it again. I'm going to make another one during Vlogmas with one of my Advents. I haven't picked which one. I think probably going to stick with tradition and do the Chelsea Yarn since it's so great. Again, and every day during Vlogmas I'll knit a couple round, one round, and then I also have 2 sock Advents that I'll knit rounds on, and that's the plan. So if you want to watch me make progress on my Yuletide and join me, you can join me. We can do a knit along, and you can make one too. You don't have to do it out of an Advent if you've got scraps laying around. This is all done in fingering weight held double. That's how you do it. So it's so nice and squishy. And this one I'm gonna wear, I've already wear this one when it's cold a lot, and this one has just been sitting. Actually, it was on the dress form and sitting there looking so pretty. So yeah, my first WIP on the block, is my own creation. I was looking for a striped sweater pattern that would go with this yarn, which I got last year when I took a trip with my husband to Bozeman, Montana, and we visited Sticks Yarn there in Bozeman, and I picked up 2 of the pinks and 3 of this color, and I really wanted to knit a sweater with it, but I didn't know which one. And so a couple days ago, it was calling to me and said, I was like, I really just want to knit with this yarn. And I couldn't find a pattern. I had this idea in my head what I wanted to do. So I just cast on, and this is where I'm at. I'm about 20 rows away from splitting for sleeves, and I'm doing 12 rows each color. I've just finished all the increases. So we'll see how it turns out. It's so soft and squishy. I really am loving the colors. And we'll see how it comes out. I'm pretty confident I'm doing it right and everything will work out. My next WIP, which I've talked about before, is the pretty boxes. I did get some color work done. I've done a few more rows since the last time I showed it. Yeah, there's short rows in it, which is not my favorite. I'll talk about that in my third WIP. Short rows always make me go, but then you get through them and you understand why you need the short rows to make the sweater fit. So yeah, there are days where I feel like doing color work and days that I just want to do mindless knitting, which is kind of my own. I've been calling this my sweater. My sweater. I don't know what name to give it. So my third WIP is a cast on for my husband. I put it in this bag. This is a bag from Joann's. Joann's is no more. And I have several of these bags. And I remember every time I would bring one home, my husband was like, why do you need another bag? But they always have the cutest little shopping bags that you could buy. And they make great hauling around stuff and project bags, honestly. But yeah, the project that I have in there is the Stripe-tastic hoodie by Max the Knitter, Maxim Sear. That is him. He's wearing it. And the pattern was released yesterday. I bought the pattern and I knew what yarn I was going to use. And I quickly cast on, and then I hadn't read ahead at all, and it had short rows, and I was like, I need it to be printed out. So I had to ask my husband to do that for me at his work. And so I haven't got any further than casting on and putting all the markers for where you're building your raglans. So yeah, and today's been too busy. I didn't have time to work on it. Otherwise I would have, because I really wanted to. But yeah, you start in with short rows right away. These are the stripes I'm going to do. It is fisherman's wool. I've actually had this brown color laying around for quite a while for my husband. Some sweater, I hadn't found a pattern yet that would go with this. This one will, and I talked to him. He loves the sweater. He thinks it's great, but it wasn't like, he didn't want really drastic stripes. He didn't want like these real popping stripes. And so I do have this lighter brown, and so the stripes I'm going to do for him, the main color is going to be this dark, and then this. And this is a pretty rustic feeling, but I do know, because other people have said, or I believe, that when you block, it softens up a bit. And he actually doesn't mind rough wool sweaters. He's got quite a few in his wardrobe. He looks great in sweaters. He doesn't mind the rough wool. So he always wears like long sleeves or t-shirts underneath his wool sweaters anyways. So it doesn't bother him. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to do a knit along for Yuletide scarf during Vlogmas. If you want to join me, you don't need to have an Advent to do it. You can use scraps and such, and it'll be fun. And every day of Vlogmas, you can watch me build a Yuletide scarf, plus my socks. I have two. I think I said that already. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next week.